Welcome back, guys, to episode 2 in the Broken Stupid Maps series. The series where I point out maps and aspects of maps that I think are broken and stupid. We're going to look at Mountain Pass today. Now, despite the title, Broken Stupid Map, this is not going to be just a ranting video. I'm going to talk about the map and the aspects that I think are broken and stupid, and by listening to the discussion and thinking about it, maybe it'll help you in how you approach playing this map depending on what side you spawn on and what type of tank you get. We've already done episode 1 on Ruinberg. This is Mountain Pass. Now, on this particular map, if you're a slow tank and you spawn in the south, you have to be aware of this broken stupidness. Because on this map, a good light tank player that spawns in the north can win the game in 30 seconds. Now, each team has 2 pretty good light tanks. We have an ELC that's gone to the ice road and AMX 1390 that's headed to the southwest corner. But as you can see, this game is over now. It's over, right? Right? Can you see that? Can you tell that the game is over? GG? This is because of the broken stupidness of this map. But Klaus, why is it over? The game has just started. It's still 15-15. And I was wrong. When I said a good light tank player that spawns in the north can win the game in 30 seconds, I was wrong. The clock here is 14:32, so it took 28 seconds for this game to be over. Now, why is it over? Well, the Grillet on our team has already pinged the map. He's pinged the map. He said, attention E3. Why has he said attention E3? Because he's already been detected. He's already been detected. Why has he already been detected? Because this map is broken and stupid. All right, okay. Now let's get serious. All right. Now, unless you're going down the ice road and the bridge, both teams spawn and deploy and head through their corresponding choke points and head to that southwest corner in the map. Now, Wargaming has designed this map so conveniently this distance on the map is less than the maximum spotting range for most high-tier tanks. So tanks can easily be spotted across the gravel pit there. And if a good light tank player gets into a good spotting position, he can easily spot the enemy team as they cross these areas. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, but Klaus, both teams have light tanks and both teams can spot across, so it just depends on who the better light tank player is. Well, that's partly true and partly not true. Because this is the broken stupid part. Let me show you the path that a light tank that spawns in the north has to take to get to one of the, there's a couple of really good bushes where you could spot across, okay? This is the path that a light tank from the north spawn has to take to get into perfect spotting location. They just leave the spawn, they go right through the little choke point, and there's a bush. I've put the path to the circle of the closest bush that they could just go sit. There's another little bush to get 2 green circles there. Now, they've got a T49 and an ELC even that could easily get to those positions there. And once they get into those positions, they're going to be concealed in the bush with extra concealment from the bushes. They may even have binocs or probably optics if they're good light tank players. So that's the path from the north spawn. Let's look at the path now that the south spawn. If you're a light tank and you spawn in the south, you have to get to kind of equivalent positions on the south part of the map. All right, here you go. So if you're a light tank and you spawn on the south side of this map, you can head along that red line to pretty much exactly where our AMX 1390 is right now. There's another little bush kind of a little bit north to it. Our ELC even went down the ice road. Don't know why. But the thing is that the red line is longer than the green line. It just takes longer. It takes longer for a tank to get into position from the south spawn than the north spawn. And in this particular game, you'll notice that our AMX 1390 is pretty much right at those bushes to be able to spot across right now. But he's already detected, and he's already going to be running for his life because the enemy light tanks are already in position. The enemies have an ELC even and a T49. One or both of them are already in those 2 positions in the north. They're probably already sitting in those bushes with their binocs engaged. They've already detected our whole team. Our Grillet has already pinged the map. He's saying, I'm lit. And, it's good for him to do that so the team realizes it. And it's 28 seconds into the game, and the game is basically over. Klaus, it's not over. Wah, wah, wah. There's no counter. There's no counter to a light tank in the north that quickly zooms to one of those two bushes that I have up there. There's no way a light tank from the south spawn can get to the equivalent position to counter spot him. It's impossible because it's a longer distance. Now it is true that the south spawn light tank can get to this next position faster and be able to try and counter, but that takes longer. And by the time, I think the AMX 1390 is going to go there, by the time you get there, in some cases, in some games, if the northern team has a good light tank, the game's already over. So let's continue here. Now, you can blind shoot the bushes, but, the problem is if your whole team is lit before you get there and the enemy team is all ready and pre-aimed, this is what happens. All right, we're going to roll the game now and see what happened. Now, the Grill A just said, I'm lit. There's someone over there. Let's continue the game. Their ELC, even their T4. There's the T49 has got spotted because our Centurion 7-1 is zooming across the gravel pit to try and counter this. Or maybe the T49 fired his gun. And, GG. And we've already lost our Scorpion G and our CS-52. And various other tanks that lost some HP. So our team is probably down 5,000 HP right now. And this game was over 28 seconds into the game. Now, if you look at the enemy team lineup, you'll notice that they have an ELC even, and he's platooned with two big TDs. And they probably know what they're doing. The ELC even says, we got the north spawn. I'm going to take that bush. You guys get ready to shoot. My team starts the game. It's 28 seconds into the game. We're just driving 100 meters from spawn, or a few hundred meters from spawn, and kaboom! Thank you, teammate. We didn't need that 750 damage. And this game plays out on this map like this so many times. On this particular map, if you spawn in the north and you're a light tank, you can be a star. Just move into one of those initial positions, stop, let your binocs engage, or hopefully you have optics and you have your crew trained for vision. You'll be able to spot across the gravel pit. You'll spot the whole southern team that is crossing to go to the southwest portion of the map. And if your team is not Muppets, you'll get 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 spotting assists. If you spawn in the south and you're a light tank and you try and counter this, if the enemy team if the north spawn has a smart light tank, you will get there after. You will get there late. The north spawning light tank will already be in the concealment of there's two bush locations. You will not be able to detect them when they're stationary in the bushes. You will get lit on your way to your bush. There's absolutely no counter. None. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean that the north spawn wins all the time. The north spawn does not win all the time. So this map is balanced. We look at statistics and it's 50-50. Well, it's because most players are utter Muppets and they have no idea. And if you're a light tank on the north spawn and you're a Muppet, you'll probably go down the ice road, or you'll try and cross the bridge, or you'll sit at the base. And if you do that, you will not be a star. There's only 3 choices on this map. You can go down the ice road, you can go to the bridge, or you can fight in the southwest. If you fight in the southwest, where most tanks would go, because that's the biggest part of the map, you have to get there. And if you're a slow tank, like in this particular game I'm playing the T30, there is no way I could have crossed. By the time I had even got to even the possibility of crossing, 2 of my teammates were already dead. If I would have tried to cross, I would have been dead as well. So what do? Nothing. You don't do anything. If you spawn in the south and the enemies have a good light tank in the north, you don't cross. You just have to... What I just did is I said, well, okay, GG, this game's over. Thank you, Wargaming. And good job. Good job to the enemy ELC and the enemy T49. Let's see how much spotting assist they got in the post-game stats here. We're going to look at this. But this map plays out exactly the same like this every time the northern team has a light tank player that knows what he's doing. A good light tank player can win this from the north spawn, can win this map in 28 seconds. But I mean, it requires the teammates that know, because a lot of time I've played on the north spawn and I've gone into one of those positions and spotted everyone, and my teammates don't shoot. So there is that, right? In this particular game, there was a platoon, an ELC platoon with 2 TDs, so they obviously know what they're doing. And probably a couple other big TDs on the enemy team that saw what was going on and stopped to shoot. So within 28 seconds, this is a GG. Now the game is going to last a little longer than 28 seconds. And Klaus, if you were a Unicom, you would have countered that move. You would have gone to the bridge and you would have killed all of them. And you would have got Kolobanov's medal. Yeah, right. You know, have a cookie. In situations like this, when you can read the map and you can figure out what's happening, the only thing, what I did, retreat, get into a position where you can farm some damage. So I'm going to end up, damage-wise, having an okay game. Let's look at the post-game stats here. Watch this. There's going to be players on my team that all those zeros at the bottom, they did not. Well, there's one AFK M103, but the Scorpion and the CS52, they didn't have a chance. Look at this ELC even. He got almost 2,000 spotting assists, and the T49 over 5,000 spotting assists. They moved into those 2 locations that I showed you on the map, and they just detected my whole team, and the enemy team just unleashed a rain of fire that killed 2 of my teammates and probably took 3,000. Well, what was the total? The ELC and the T49, 5, 6, 7, 7,000 HP. Boom! In the starting at the 28-second mark, after about a minute, we were down 7,000 HP. So if you think that's balanced, wargaming is balanced because sometimes you spawn on north and sometimes you spawn on south. It's a balance. When you spawn on south, you go fuck yourself. You spawn on north, you win. One team win, one team lose. Balance. Anyways, that's my little rant to end the video. Just next time you get on this map, as a light tank player, if you spawn in the south, good luck. If you spawn in the north, you can be a star. And I'll try and make some more videos on, there's quite a few other, surprisingly, quite a few other stupid broken maps in this game. And as I get good examples, I'll post some more videos about it. Now remember, just because they're stupid and broken doesn't mean that you're going to have a 90% win rate if you spawn in the north. Because the biggest balancing feature in this game is the myriad of Muppets that play. And let's face it, when you put a myriad of Muppets in one group together playing a game, it's a shit show. And by its very definition, I guess a shit show is balanced. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, and if you want me to make more, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you will be notified when the crazy man makes another stupid broken map video.